Gorgeous human being, Tawny Janae here. Welcome back to your mat. I'm so grateful to get to sweat with you in Indonesia. We are in Bali on the most beautiful island, home to my favorite fruit in the world. Today's all about the abs. This is a hot, quick little class using the block to elevate and get a lot more out of our time here. It's a little bit of time, but it is going to be so effective and you will be on fire. And I hope that you'll be sore. Let me know in the comments below. But let's get right into it. Are you ready? Lay down onto your back. Make sure you have the block handy. Make sure your head's on the mat, not in the sand behind you. Oh yeah. Take the block. The block has 3 settings. There's a low setting like this. I want you to flip it up to where it's this way and slide it in between your thighs. So there's some space. So your knees are almost hip width, maybe wider than hip width distance apart. Simply crunch up. The timer starts now. So we're lifting up. You don't need your hands. They can tickle behind the ears. Widen the elbows, yes. And think about crunching up towards the leaves above you. We're in Bali. Look at the leaves, the trees. There's bugs, there's birds, there's freaking clouds. It's so gorgeous. So you're crunching up. Now, why is the block in between your thighs? I want you to activate the inner thighs to turn on the lower abs, the deep core muscles, by squeezing the thighs together. Now, if you forget, think about squeezing the thighs together on the way up. Ha. Squeeze on the way up. Ha. Yes, we crunch. We lift and squeeze. Now see if you can make that inner thigh engagement, that squeeze the whole time. Squeezing on the way up, the way down. Now that's that hold, that isometric contraction to really engage the deep core muscles. Are you turned on, ladies and gentlemen? I am starting to burn. This is already so good. For 4. Yes. For 3. We stay. Keep reaching straight up, baby girl. For 3, 2, and 1. Hold with the crunch just so you can check yourself out, see how she's doing, how she's looking, and look at your form. So now you're driving your knees into your chest. Keep the block just where it is. If you need to readjust, do it. But I want it in between the knees more, and then a little maybe on the thighs, yes? We crunch, lifting the lower hips slightly up, tapping elbow to knee, and then diamond the knees, tap the toes to the mat. So elbows come to the knees, and then we open. Everything crunches in and everything opens. As the knees come up, elbows come up. As the toes go down, elbows and head come down. The entire time encouraging the low belly in. And if the lower back lifts at all, I want you to stop wherever it starts to lift. So it starts to lift here, then you're only reaching out this far and encouraging the back down. We want to work form over everything, yes? Lifting and lowering. And once the burn really starts to happen, starts to pick up, there's all this tension in the body. It's chosen tension, yes. Good stress because we're choosing in, but stress nonetheless. I want you to keep thinking about relaxing the face, because when you smile the face, you relax the muscles in the face. I swear, it makes it easier for the brain to tell you you've got this, because that soft smile and that softness in the face. Good for 4. Ha! For 3, squeeze. Last 2, and 1. Hold in the balls. Hold elbows to knees, knees to elbows if you can reach. For 3, press even harder. For 2, and 1. Nice. Slowly just relax the head down. Take the arms out wide like a T, and then shift the knees away from your face. Yes, the knees are away from your face, over your hips. Encourage the low belly down. Simply twist side to side. Tick-tocking the knees to the right and then the left. As you're here, think about not letting the knees actually touch. They're just working almost to the mat. Yes, from one side to the other. Whatever hip lifts, think about that oblique side, working the hips back down towards the earth. So I'm dropping my knees to the right, the left hip lifts. Think about using your left side body, abs, obliques to get the knees back up. And if it's too easy, your knees are probably too close to your face. And if it's too hard, your knees might be way out here. And it's a lot of stress. We want that perfect amount of pressure, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. When you're ready, arrive with both of your knees over to the right side. Nothing is touching except for the right toes for stability. Tickle your ears with your fingertips and crunch up. Yes, we lift. So we're doing side crunches. On the right side with the block and a twist. Oh yes, there she is. As you lift your shoulders up, think about the right one really lifting, to meet the left so they're in one plane. Point the toes a little harder, squeeze the knees together a little bit more. Notice what that does to the core. It turns her on. Good for 5, faster, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, and hold at the top. Little teeny tiny pulses. Yes, for 5. Go! For 4, squeeze and lift. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your head down, arms out wide like a T. Give me a few of these little teeny tiny twists. Twisting out the abs and keeping them turned on in between sides. Should feel pretty nice. Good. Land with your knees over to the left side this time, but the knees don't touch. Just the left toe for stability. Square your shoulders to the sky, to these beautiful trees, and then crunch straight up. Crunch straight up. As you crunch, the right shoulder is going to want to be higher than the left. I want you to really think about lifting the left shoulder up as you crunch. And then we have the block. We may as well use it after all. Squeeze your knees together. Notice what that does to your core. It turns her on. It squeezes her in. Look, I've got sand on my forearms. We're really out here in the wild again, ladies and gentlemen. Squeezing up. Again, it's the left shoulder that wants to lift more. Yes. There she is. Soften the face again when things get hard. Try to smile through the pain. It's okay. It's just a little sensation. We don't let it hijack the emotions. Good. For 4. Faster for 3, squeeze up for 2, and hold for 1. Squeeze, little, teeny, tiny pulses up. Yes, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the head down just for a brief moment. Take the block out from the knees. Now it's on the hands. Now, fun fact, I don't want you to grip the block like these. I want you to just palm the block with both of your hands and engage the arms. So you're not gripping, you're using this contraction inward with the hands and the arm bones to keep the block where it is. Extend the legs with bent knees, tapping toes as the block comes overhead. And then pass the block to your inner ankle and do the same thing. So you're just passing the block from hands to inner ankles with bent knees. Yes, you're welcome. If you want to take straight legs, by all means, but if your low back starts to lift and your back starts to feel any crunchiness, come back to the bent knees. Yes, we're just simply passing the block, playing a little game with ourselves. Make sure when your ankles get the block, squeeze that block for your life to engage the lowest lows of your belly. Yes, sexy. We like it when it's turned on. For 4, lift a little faster for 3. Yes, last 2. Woo! And 1. Nice. Take a deep breath. Relax just for 1 moment. Breathe in through the nose. Completely saturate the lungs with oxygen. And exhale out the mouth. Yes. It's tapping back into the breath. I can hear the ocean right now, the waves crashing. It is so beautiful. We are so lucky. All right, are you ready for what's next? You've done a bicycle before, maybe. If not, we're bringing opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Just like that, except for we're involving the block. So as we cross the body, you want to slide the block in front of your right thigh, right? And your left elbow is going to come across and meet like this. So you can see the Aloe Yoga logo on the block. Extend the left leg straight, so you're crossing left shoulder to right knee, just like a bicycle. Stay, hold, notice how that feels. Drive the left knee in and out, just like this. Simple. Extend and knee drive. Leg extension, knee drive, while holding this crunch in the torso. Your abs should be singing. That is A-okay. That is exactly what we want. That's what we signed up for. Extend, straighten the leg and drive it in. Good. In 3, in 2, and 1. Straighten the leg. Same thing with the straight leg. Lower and lift. Lower and squeeze. For 5. For 4. Yes. For 3, 2. On the last one, hold, pulse the heel almost to the earth. Little teeny pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Other side, quickly pass the block to the left knee. Meet the left knee meet the block with the right elbow, so you're crossing. Lift the legs both to almost straight and then extend the right leg out. You're in this bicycle with the block. Oh, my Atlanta, it already feels so good. Re-straighten the legs. Start to drive right knee into your chest and then extend. Drive right knee in and extend. How's your toe point? Can you point it a little more? If the feet start to cramp for whatever reason, you can totally do this whole thing flexed. I just think it's hella pretty when you point the toes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Remember to soften the face, choose in. You committed to this class, commit to just a few more minutes. Seriously, just a few more minutes. Good. Extending and knee driving for 3, for 2. Now we start to straighten the leg all the way up and all the way down with the straightest, sexiest leg you've ever had. And now if it needs to bend as it reaches up, that's okay. Just re-extend on the way down. Yes. For 4. For 3, last 2, woo, yes, and 1 glorious second to last move. Easy peasy, baby. Take the block in between your hands like this, no clenching, just squeezing. Reach it straight up. Yes. Notice the block is just going straight up and down. I'm not swinging. There's no momentum usage here. Simply engaging the upper abs. If you want to engage the feet, the lower body, you can by just flexing the toes and the ankles. For 5, yes. For 4, get a little bit higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Get ready to pass the block one last time. The arms reach overhead with the block as the toes tap. Drive the legs in and pass the block. Ooh! If you drop the block, find it with your feet and just keep going. Working the core, yes. Woo! Your abs should be singing. That is what we want. Just a little perseverance and a little bit of an attitude change goes a long way. If your mind's like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. I can't. Tell yourself you can. You have no idea how strong you are. You're so capable. Oh my gosh. For 5. Yes. For 4. I'm going to get up and have a giant ring of sweat. You're going to be able to see exactly where I was laying. We're in Bali. It's hot and we love it. Almost there for 2 and 1. Put the block in between your thighs. Don't think about it. Just do it. Doing hundreds with the block. Squeeze the knees into the block and just press the hands down to super straight arms. Yes, for 5. Squeeze the block. Soften the face for 4. Commit just a little more effort. You got this for 3. Yes, for 3. Yes, for 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Take a deep breath. Remove the block. Tuck the knees from one side to the next. Should feel pretty good. And then when you're ready, make your way up to a seated position. Express some gratitude for your beautiful body for working with and for you today on the mat. I cannot wait to see which class you take next, hear how you loved this. I'm so happy you got to join me in Bali. I hope you stay hydrated and I have the most beautiful day. Namaste, Tani Janae.